Welcome back to another episode of JMO. You may notice that my co-host, that dude, Sincere Browne, ain't with me, but let me tell you why. Because today, we're going to talk about ladies, okay? I want you guys to meet our guests. We have Heather Rogers and Lovely Browne. Ladies, tell us a little bit about yourselves. We'll start with you, Heather.
So I'm 46 years old. I have 4 kids. I work from home, but I also am a co-host of a podcast, That Classic Rock Show, with Sean Dolby and Lee Archer, so that's fun. We've been doing that over Zoom now, but gosh, I'm not single.
Okay.
I have been single. I was a single mom for a long time, but I'm in a relationship, so
All right.
yeah.
We're going to talk about it.
All right, girl.
Lovely, just tell us about yourself.
Yo. It's your girl right here, Lovely Browne, chilling like a villain as usual. Right here, but we're not in Lovely's world, my regular podcast. Been on hiatus for a long time, working on some health issues, but it is what it is, you know?
Yeah.
We all go through our downs, and right now I ain't never been down. I'm in the middle, mediocre, you understand what I'm saying? I am a mother, a breast cancer survivor. I am an actress. I'm a Gullah Geechee I'm a Gullah Geechee storyteller. Johanna Faducha. Yeah, what I said. I live my life how I live my life, and it is what it is. Either you accept me or not.
That part. All right, so let's jump right into it. Y'all ready?
Ready?
Okay. So you may notice as women, being over 40, we're starting to say things like, we're tired of being strong. We're tired of being super women. You know, what do you think is really causing us to be in that role? And do you think that having that masculine energy affects relationships?
Ooh. Well, having masculine energy is going to affect any relationship, first of all, whether it be female masculinity or male masculinity, okay? That's number one. That's always going to be a shift, because if you're not masculine, it's going to shift you as well, because you have to adapt to every situation. But you accept what you accept, you know?
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
You know?
And I think when you have to do a lot on your own, you know, I think when you're women that grow up learning to be independent and strong, and you're told you have to be strong for your kids, or you got to be strong for your mom,
Right.
for your dad, for your grandma, for whatever, you just take that on and you continue it, and it just continues to escalate until you really don't want anybody to take care of you, because you know how to do it best yourself, you know?
Right.
So
Exactly.
whether or not that's good or bad, it just, I think some of it we put on ourselves too, you know?
Exactly.
So,
Yeah.
Okay. What about social media? Let's just get right into that. That seems to be the way a lot of women are kind of starting to date, or they're meeting new people. Do you think that that really has an impact on relationships, or could it destroy it or build it?
I think it depends on the person, because here's the thing, I'm going to post what I want to post, and my boyfriend, fiance, whatever you want to call him, because we are going to get married, we just, you know, we don't have a date or anything yet, but I post whatever I want. I will post about love and dick. I will post about female sexuality and women being beautiful and lesbians and whatever, but he knows where I stand. So I
Okay.
think it's an individual relationship. If you have a good, solid foundation with somebody, it's not going to do anything to you, just like nothing else is.
Right.
You know, you can't take something that doesn't want to be taken.
Right. Exactly.
Now, social media, I feel like you got to go searching.
That part.
Yeah.
It's a problem.
Yep.
Social media, I've met several men I've had in my life via dating apps. And they stayed a long time. And I got, you know, good friends and stuff that stayed, you know, way after we figured out we weren't dating each other. You know, like,
What
I'm
does
like,
that mean? Like,
I'm like, you cool. I'm like, yeah, you cool. You my dog. You my dog. We cool. And then, I mean, the ones that I took serious, and we were in long-term relationships. My last relationship was 8 years ago.
oh wow.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like 8 years we were together for 8 years. So with us being in a relationship for 8 years, and then now I'm single again, you know, it was all about making a transition in life.
Right.
Some people get stuck and some people want to move. And you stuck and moving don't go together
Right.
unless you're at the red light. Now, if you're at the red light, then you got to stop.
We met on social media, actually.
Yeah.
We had a bunch of mutuals. He's a musician, I'm in music, and so that's how we met too, and we're still together. I mean, so I don't know if meeting, but you got to be careful.
That's the thing, you got to be careful everywhere.
Exactly.
It doesn't make a difference if it's on social media or if it's in the street. I done met many a man at the food line, okay?
That's exactly right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know what he going to CVS for, but I make sure he ain't go to the back to get no medicine.
Right.
You understand? Make sure he ain't go down the itch aisle to get no junk cream or nothing like that. I mean, you know.
Wait, so are those deal breakers? Like, what's an absolute deal breaker? Like, as soon as you find out, that's it.
I'm gonna give 2 shits because I'm gonna do what I want to do, how I want to do, when I want to do, and either you gonna love me or you ain't.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it is what it is. It's me.
So if he does any pushback on anything, you just like, you're done?
I'm like, whatever. Yeah. I'm gonna still do it.
Yeah. What about you?
I mean, deal breakers.
Yeah.
No deal breaker.
Yeah.
I am the deal breaker. No.
There you go. When you figure that out, that's the best thing ever.
Yes, it is.
When you figure out that you are the one that's making the deal, and you control every situation you're in.
Yeah.
Everything. Whether or not I'm gonna turn right or left on the road is guess whose decision is that?
Because it's a personal decision. And like I've been, the thing is I've been in some very toxic relationships with people that were alcoholics, that were abusive, and I put up with it, so that's part of the learning is like, what am I willing to deal with? And when I decide, that's where the stoplight happens. This is where we go our separate ways then. And now being in a healthy relationship, it's like, wait a second, why did I do that for so long?
You're like, what?
Why do you think we do that? Why is women, when we know something is toxic, why do we kind of stay on that path? Are we hoping that they'll change and get better? Or why do you think we stay in this stuff so long and we should just move on?
I feel that when a person is in a relationship and it's abusive, or a person in a relationship where they're not getting what they need, it's the exception of not being alone. Mm-hmm. And if I leave him or if I leave her, I'm going to have to start all over again. Right. Who wants to start over? But if I'm going to go back to it because I'm going to hold to it now because I'm so deep in it that if you are not able to accept what you got going on, you the dummy. Yeah. Okay? Plain and simple. It ain't on nobody else. That nigga whooping your ass, that girl beating your ass, it don't make a difference. It's still who?
That's right.
Well, the minute you get that shit in your mind and accept it and deal with it, let me tell you something. Eartha Kitt. I love her.
She's got some great.
Look at it. She's a long cousin of mine.
Oh wow.
My grandmother.
She is from South Carolina, right? Yeah.
She's from North South Carolina, and that's where my grandmother's from.
Okay.
And so she said something in the interview about love. I love myself. Why would I change anything to compromise for anyone? That's right. Because I love me. So he must adapt to loving me. Yeah. And how I love me. Plain and simple.
What does love look like? What
do you want it to look like?
Does it change from relationship to relationship, or
hell no? Because I still love me. They call me 86 for a long time. Yeah. Because I was flipping them out like the menu. Yeah. 86. First time you did something stupid, you out. Yeah. First time you doing this, I ain't got time for I'm on 50, man. Damn.
Yeah. Was it different when you were in your 20s?
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay.
Because I was out there doing what? We living, we doing, we dancing, we clubbing. Right. And then it's like, I'm just doing what I see everybody else doing. I'm not accepting me for me at that point.
Right.
I'm not doing me for me.
But that's when love looks different. Yeah. Is when I think it looks different when you can be loved in the same way that you are loved. Because that's the first time I'm experiencing that right now. I'm going through that for the very first time where what I'm giving is what I'm also receiving. Okay. And that's never happened before.
I feel good.
And it's an awakening. And I've told him many times, you woke the beast. Yeah. You do not understand what you've done. Right. Got you. So that's when it looks different, is when you love yourself enough to know, I don't need this. This is what I need. Right.
How about communicating that to men? Are we? Because a lot of times we just expect them to know. We expect them to kind of just have it figured out, especially after we reach 40. You're like, look, if you haven't figured out how to treat a woman at this point, like, I don't have time to raise you again.
Do you you mean asking them to give you what you need?
Yeah.
Or
them just or even knowing, or having some general idea of what women our age actually need.
I have not. I think there have been little things where it's like, when you do something this way, it kind of confuses me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Like
know what
little
you're saying.
communication things here and there where it's like, well, if you say it like this, or if you'll next time you do this, if you could do it that way,
Makes sense.
but not generally speaking. No, I don't
Right.
think we should have to tell somebody this is how I need to be loved.
Well, I gonna throw a curve.
Yeah, go ahead. Go
Come
ahead.
on, come on, we talking.
Curve it.
Let's tell these men what's up.
It's about learning
That's true.
your partner.
Absolutely. No, you're right.
If you are brand new in a relationship, I mean, I got dudes, I'm dating, so I'm trying to learn, how he moves. What would happen if we had this scenario?
Right.
Or what would happen if we had that scenario? That what if scenario is always a conversation that you two need to have in order to discuss how you really want him to take care of you.
Yeah.
Now, I can't expect a man to come and know how to take care of me because I'm special.
Yeah.
Okay?
Right.
I
what
like
about
my
sex?
water cold.
Let's just jump into it.
Yeah.
Sexually.
Talking about sex.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do
yeah,
we?
got to talk about
Oh
it.
yeah.
Who do you think should initiate it? Should it be 50-50? Do you think it should be the man or the woman's role?
I
Like,
don't think
what
it
does
should
that look
matter.
like?
I don't think it should matter if everybody wants to
The
do it.
universe.
Right.
I think it would be too boring if we expected the men to do it all the time, and they would feel, does she not want me? I mean, poor Eric. I'm sorry, baby, but he knows hey, take your pants off. We need to
Let's go.
talk. Like,
Let's go. Come on.
he knows, because we have sex very often.
Yeah,
And so,
What if the roles were reversed? What if, like, the men would just say, oh, I'm not in the mood. I'm too tired.
That's
Because
how-
I have
we're
a
more
drawer
mature.
next to the bed
All right, with
that
the drawer.
holds all of my goodies.
It's
And I
some
pull that
men.
sucker out. And I
It's
turn
some
them
men
on
who
high
don't
so we
like
can
the
hear it.
toys. But look, like, some men are actually jealous of the toys.
no.
Like,
And that's
they
his
wanna
own
throw it away.
insecurity.
That's an
That's
insecurity.
You
it.
are a human being, sir.
he's like, Eric will say, we on a team.
Yeah.
That thing is on the team.
Hey.
Because
You
we're
better learn
team
to
get
use it
you
too.
off.
Right. Exactly. So you're cool with
Teach
that.
him
like,
how to use it.
And it's not
That's what I'm
always
talking
that,
about.
and I don't think that I've ever heard him say, I'm not in the mood, but it's something like, oh, God, I don't feel well. Like, he has a broken leg right now.
He's like,
It ain't
I gotta
gonna,
use
and
it
things
today.
aren't going to be exactly the same.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
because,
Yeah.
we got to learn to.
Balance it out. It's got
I
to be a
don't care nothing
balance.
about no balance. Look here, bruh. Look here, bruh. And we in Walmart. And I might feel a little jazzy.
Get
We
that.
either going back to the car
Right.
or we going to the public bathroom, which is, the family bathroom. We can lock the door. I don't know about what I'm talking about.
Okay, so what about polygamy? Like, you notice this is like all of a sudden the
It's a
rage.
thing.
Like, it's always been there, but people
Yeah.
are now feeling safe to talk about it.
Yeah.
Do you agree with it? Disagree with it? Is it something you would
I have a
try?
lot of respect for it, and literally every polyamorous couple that I know are 10 times happier than the people in relationships, myself excluded from that. Anyway, however, I can't. I just can't. It's not. I think I've been cheated on way too many times, and that's not anybody's fault,
Right.
But I just think it's not in me to, and my partner feels the same way.
Yeah.
We're on the same page.
That's
We
important.
love that people can do that.
Ooh.
If that's what sets you free,
Ooh.
have
By
at
all
it.
means, be
But
free.
it's just not. It's just not me.
Yeah. What do you think, Logan?
I don't care. It ain't me.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not in a poly relationship. I can give two.
So if he came and asked you to be in
Right.
one, would you be mad?
I wouldn't be mad. It's if you won't know unless you ask me.
Right.
Right.
None of y'all know anything about me unless you ask.
So if somebody came to you and said, "Look, I really want to date you, but this is my setup,"
This is your setup.
then see
Look
ya,
here.
right?
I'll take Tuesday and Thursdays for 5 hours. I'm just saying.
Right. Jesus. All right.
$5.
I'm just saying. Why I'm gonna knock my time? You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about we ain't got to be together.
Right.
We don't have to be together all
We
at
can
the
just
same time.
mess around.
But my thing about it is, as long as you're being truthful with the people you're dealing with, it doesn't even matter.
Exactly.
So what about cheating?
Ooh.
What is your definition of cheating?
My
What does that
definition
look like?
of cheating is sneaking.
Mm-hmm.
Elaborate. Like,
If you have to erase your text messages, if you have to go on your lunch break if you got to be late coming home from work, if you got to do any of those things without informing me first, you're cheating.
That's right.
I'm telling you, it's okay to talk to me because I'm your partner. And if you can't talk to me, I can't talk to you, and we can't talk to each other. So what's that going to do?
You're right.
Yeah.
It's going to cause us to be in a tornado.
Yeah.
So just if that's what you want to do and that's what's going on, people are going to romanticize. People are going to sexualize. People are going to try bring you in emotionally, mentally, all that physical stuff. All that stuff. What happens is you got your work husband.
Right.
You know.
That's right.
You got your work husband. So at your work husband, you know you're talking to your work husband about your real husband, and all he doing is waiting on time.
Do you consider that cheating have a work husband? Like
No, because he got a work wife. Or work husband do. You know?
well, that's a whole nother topic.
I'm just saying. I mean,
It's a good topic, but it's a whole nother topic.
I'm just saying.
You're right.
You know, it could be like my ex had his work. She was a, I don't know. She was a he. So he would say his work dude or whatever, his work partner. But it was a girl, but she was a boy. She dated a girl. She had a girlfriend and all this, that, and the third. That's her work buddy. Let me tell you something. I can cuss. Just a little bit.
Just a tiny bit. Yeah,
all right, P Valley.
Okay.
Don't matter what it is. It don't matter if it's dressed up like a boy or a girl. P Valley is still there.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's still a temptation.
And there's still men out there that feel like all you need is just a little bit of pay to get straight.
Right.
And there's some of them out there that's still doing PP and PP.
Right. That's right.
They doing PP and PP.
Facts. I mean,
you know?
Yeah.
So
Facts.
if you ain't got the open line of communication right there going as is, you cheating, bruh.
Yeah.
You cheating, sis.
Yeah, because if I can't have an interaction that I can't share with my partner with another person, like if I have to text you on the DL and I can't be like, hey, this is my friend Robin, then I'm cheating. Because it can be emotional. It can be, you don't have to touch somebody.
Some of the best relationships I've had been mentally.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, whoa, what you said again? You know?
Okay. All right. What about age? Like, is there a cutoff? Do you? Because I see a lot of people dating people 20 years their junior. I just don't understand what we can talk about. If you wasn't even born when I was about to graduate from high school,
Exactly.
I don't get it. Like,
in my 30s, I tried a younger boy.
Yeah.
It was interesting.
Yeah, I think the youngest, 5 or 6 years, nothing crazy. Now in my 40s, and it was like a feather in my cap. I never did anything, but I always thought it was cool when them little 20-something-year-olds would want to hit on me. It's like, oh,
I still got it. Yes.
what's up? But I didn't want to go there. You know what I mean? Because it's like again, I have kids. I'm a grown woman. I do for myself. I don't need another kid.
No, I ain't trying to read anybody else.
Why are women called cougars when we date someone younger?
Right.
But when a man dates somebody 20 years their junior, they the man.
They
call
zaddies.
Yeah,
Exactly.
they're called zaddies.
Yeah, why? Why
They
is
call
it
it
okay?
pop.
That's so
He's
unfair.
called a sugar daddy.
Wait, did you say pop?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Yes, I
You're
did.
Right. You're right.
They're called sugar daddy. They can call me whatever they want to call me.
Yeah.
Y'all got more names too, bruh.
It's definitely a double
Do
standard.
you think of cougar as a
derogatory?
derogatory?
I don't think so.
I don't. Or if you do, and that's okay.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
Like,
see, I think.
why? I mean, men don't have a label when they do it.
That's
so I
true.
don't
They're called
understand why we
zaddies.
get-
Oh, pops. They are called names, and they get. And them, let me tell you something, brothers. Even my white ones, y'all are some teasing boys. I'm trying to tell you, they cut jokes so hard.
Yeah.
They rag them down. Oh, he got on his daddy shorts.
So they do. See,
they
I haven't
do
seen
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm around a lot of men.
Yeah.
And at my house is like, it's the pit stop.
Right.
And they know I either got food in the house or somebody cooking, so they come in to try to eat or what have you. But yeah, they talk, they gossip. It is hilarious.
I have heard men gossip, but the other thing I was going to say about the cougar stuff is I've not ever heard it put to me anyway in a negative light where it's like when they say cougar or they realize my age, they're like, "Ooh, girl,
Yeah.
you a cougar." You know, like
you teach me something, but I can teach
hey,
you something too.
take me to school, mama.
Right,
You know, like
right.
it's in a very positive. It's not to put me down. So
Right,
maybe
right.
that's the difference. Maybe you've seen men get ugly about it. I just haven't seen that necessarily. But I do think in a lot of ways there are double standards with men and
course it
women.
is. Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean,
All over the place.
It's always gonna have double standards, yeah. But they got their names too, y'all.
Right, right.
I know, and they be talking harder. I mean, they gossip bad, man.
About dating younger women, about
women, about they be
Yeah.
bad about the dogs, man.
Right.
You talk about the dogs.
Would you date somebody at this age who has young children?
No,
Okay.
I got time.
Yeah.
I gotta raise mine. If they're 11,
yeah,
10,
yeah.
I can do.
Our kids
Yeah.
our youngest are 10.
Okay, yeah, I
And
can
so,
do that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he was the little man was 9 when we got together. So so yeah, I mean now you talking about you got little tiny babies? Yeah, I don't know.
Because
I
you still
raised
dealing
my
with your baby
babies.
mama. I ain't got time.
Yeah,
That girl's still crying over you. She still wants you. She could be dumbing out over you.
Yeah.
And I ain't got
Especially
time for none of it.
Yeah, with a newborn, heck yes.
Because
Yeah,
I
that's
am
a lot.
I listen, I'm trying to tell you, I like guns. Okay? I ain't got time for the foolery.
No,
Okay?
What about finances? Like going into relationships at this age, you've worked, you probably had a career. Do you think finances should still be split 50-50 or
it should be separate. You do what you do, I do what I do. You want to buy yourself some beer. Now, if we're living in the same household, then obviously expenses that we share should be, But I've been in situations where I had a joint checking account. I will never,
ever?
ever. That boy drove me into negative as hard as like. So if we're living in the household, we can have a bills account that we can put money in to take care of that. Other than that, you keep your money and I'll keep mine. Now, you want to pay for dinner every once in a while and I'll pay. We can discuss all that. But that's my money.
Yeah, you feel
And
the
that's
same
yours.
way, Lovey? That's right.
I mean, well, I don't mind a joint account because I always have my account.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't ever we have to do something joint together in order for us to control the financial situation. Or we don't. It doesn't matter. It's all up to what the conversation happens. And all it takes is a conversation, comprehending a conversation, not just having a conversation. It's like, do you understand what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
And we got this straight. We got our pad or our laptops or whatever. And we making things work like that. If you ain't working together, it ain't gonna work.
That's right.
Okay, I'm gonna switch gears again.
All right.
Switch 'em up, girl.
All right,
I'm
switch
ready.
gears. Okay, in the bedroom,
Ooh.
If I like the bedroom.
oral or no?
Sure.
Mandatory. I didn't get
Say
to catch it
what?
out yet.
Here comes the 86.
Yeah. So is
Oh, girl, yeah.
yeah,
Oral is yes.
giving
yeah.
and taking?
Yeah.
If you want it, you gotta give it.
What if he don't do it?
If he don't do it, he'll learn.
Okay, you gonna teach him?
We can learning experience. We
Right.
got porn. We got YouTube.
Right.
We got everything. You can learn, honey. You can learn.
Okay, so
I was in that situation.
uh-huh.
I dated a guy, and again, it's what you put up with, and it's my dumb ass put up with it. And I feel like I built up a complex of not wanting to accept. So now when I got with who I'm with now, who is very the same way about oral as I am, because guess what? I could get off giving.
Yeah, that's it.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I know
Like,
what you're
I
talking
can-
about. Let's talk about it.
And so he's very similar to that. Oral is a must have, it's essential. And it took me months to get to where I was comfortable again receiving
Right.
and actually being able to get off, so just saying.
What if he sucks in bed? Let's just say,
There's
Totally-
things of learning tools.
what if he don't want to learn? What if you come
He
to
ain't
him
got no
and try
choice
and
but to learn
talk?
if he ride me. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if he ride me, you got to know how to ride me. Because I like things a certain way.
Right.
And I'm going to stop you. So if you ain't won't get stopped,
Yeah.
you going to accept the directions I'm giving.
Yeah.
That makes sense to me because you won't get off in it. Oh, okay. Turn to the left, baby.
Well, yeah, because
Get on
guess
your
what?
side.
Would you
It's
be
more,
you willing to teach?
yeah, and because we're a bit more, I guess, for them, I'm not a man, I don't have a dick, but I'm saying it's kind of we're a little more intricate as far as
Yeah.
being able to get off. Guys, went
Just a punch
in and
action.
out.
Yeah, it's a
and
punch
you're-
in action.
You know,
That's all.
like you gonna slip
I'm like,
in
wait
and
a
slip
minute,
out.
punch this
You're
action,
gonna,
hold his leg,
Yeah.
turn to the side. I mean, come on, let's do
Yeah.
this. We got to
For
work
us,
together.
we need the right angle.
Yeah.
We need the right velocity. I don't know what you're, you know, but like we need different things. And so,
Well,
yes.
as we age, it changes though.
That's
like,
why we
yeah,
still,
like,
that's why him got to learn.
but what if okay, let's just say he can't stay hard, you know, in
There's a thing called a ring that you get from Guilty Pleasures. Or anyway, I'm not
what if he
plugging
say,
Guilty
I'm
Pleasures,
not
but I'm just
doing
saying
it.
it.
I've been having
Baby,
sex my
let's
whole
try
life.
something. Baby, I was watching this video,
That's what you're gonna do?
and I'm telling you, we got to watch this video together.
Yeah.
And I bought this for us to try.
There's
It's
there's
up-
medications too.
Of course, we have to be able to feminine, to come down fem real hard in order to adjust for our men. Because I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna take charge kind of girl. I'm a Taurus. My birthday May 2nd. It's coming. If you know my social media is at Lovely Browne, and that's LOVELYBROW and the E, not Brownie but Brown, baby. Grab the E, hold on tight, and get your life right. Okay. But I'm just saying that you have. I could be very. Have a lot of masculine energy, and I'm taking over the situation because I've always had to take over. I had to jump in and take over, sick or not.
Right.
I had to come and stand up and do something.
That's right.
So if I have to continually to do that all day, every day, I don't feel like
Yeah.
that. I don't feel like that later. I'm not gonna feel like that later.
And it's a
But
conversation,
You know,
yeah.
So if I'm in the mood and I got frustrated, I need to get that off my mind.
Yeah.
I need to be able to say, babe, let's go to Guilty Pleasures.
Yeah. Because that's
You
a
know, not
turn
a
on for
plug for
him,
guilty
right?
pleasure.
Or shouldn't
Exactly.
it be?
You know,
That's what I'm saying. Is
let's-
it? Is it a
It
turn
should.
on? Because some of them feel judged. Some of them like,
Girl, listen.
oh, she don't like
Well,
what I got. And I mean,
what?
they
Look
out
at-
there. You
what?
know, I ain't.
Let me
They
tell you
out
something.
there.
Let me tell you something. How you want to be treated and how they want to be treated is how you treat them. You
There you
understand
go.
what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah.
So if you sitting up there treating and you say what?
Yeah.
You said what? You don't feel like oh, I don't want to go. I said, well, I guess you don't want to be with me
Right.
because this is what I'm suggesting.
Right. Right.
This is what I would like to do today.
Yeah.
And if you can't go on my date with me to the Guilty Pleasures and we giggling in the store, looking at stuff in the store, because
Right.
you're going to eventually join on the bandwagon.
Right.
Because we in the sex store.
Right.
You can't go in no sex store without going look at the porno.
That's right.
You know,
That's
the
right.
magazines.
That's right.
The toys.
Yeah.
So eventually, you have to be willing to, I say, make it their idea.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the same for us.
Right.
Sometimes we so high up and we thinking and we moving and we grooving and we being in charge
Right.
that we forget that we need to be like, hold on. Everybody don't need to be in the circle.
Right.
Let me get some of these people
Yeah.
on the outside.
Yeah. And you know, sex isn't as important to everybody, you know.
It's not.
Exactly.
And so some people will probably say, you know what, that's okay. I love him. So I will. But that's just, I
I'll
think,
deprive myself.
right. And I've been in that situation, like I said about the oral. I've been there, but I'm at the age now. And I've been through what I've been through with all that. I'm not willing to do that again. Sex is just as important to me.
Great.
I'm having more and better sex than
Yes.
than I was when I lost my virginity, or
Come
even
on,
in
girl.
my.
It's good.
You know,
It's good.
It's better
It's
now.
good now.
Yeah.
And there's more of it now. Like I'm having it more than even. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, I understand.
And so I'm not willing to accept less.
I can respect
know?
that.
I need
yeah.
to be able to sleep after.
Is that what it
And
is?
if you can, if I ain't sleeping, we ain't did nothing.
Help me get to sleep.
You understand what I'm trying to say? I don't sleep. I'm having insomnia. And if you knock me out, God dog it by George. I think he got it.
Where do y'all see yourself in 10 years? Like married, divorced, single, still dating?
I'm currently living my life.
that
What
how
I'll
you
be
gonna
doing in 10 years, living my life.
Sometime,
I refuse.
What about you, Heather? You
The
think?
plan is to be married.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's the plan. We'll
I did that
married
before.
happily, and I did too. This will be number 2.
Okay.
Yeah, and to just be as happy as we are right now. That's the plan.
That's the plan.
Because I figured we don't have a whole lot of time left.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna get to celebrate a 50 and a 60-year anniversary. You know, I'll be lucky if I get to celebrate a 40th.
Right.
So, I plan to be exactly as happy, if not happier, than I am right now.
I understand.
If you guys could just if you want people to know one thing out of this conversation, if you have one bit of advice you want to tell people our age, younger, or whatever, what would that be?
Oh, y'all looking at me.
Yeah,
I ain't got no problem with it.
Yeah.
All right, so I would say love yourself. I know it's a cliche and people always say it all the time, but the minute you realize you the shit, nobody else matters. What they say, what they do, how they do it, when they do it, you can laugh it right off your back like a duck. It's all about you, though. You control every situation that you're in. That's right. You control everything that you do. And if you feel like you've lost control of you. Mm. So guess what? Grab yourself back up and get your life together.
That's right.
Male or female.
Right.
Yeah. So to piggyback on that, I think it's when you take care of yourself. That was the thing that after my last relationship ended, I spent a year and change in between just focusing on doing, and it was little dumb I guess you could say little dumb things, but I was doing things like trying to learn about skincare and self-care. And so it's the same thing, but take care of yourself first, and then things will start to fall into place. Everybody else will be all right.
They sure will.
You put you number one.
Mm-hmm. All right. Size. Does it matter?
Well, what they say, it ain't the size of the boat, it's the motion in the ocean.
That's what they say.
Listen, I'm gonna try to tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something about me anyway. I don't care about nobody else, but let's tell you about this here. So, because I love sex and I like to orgasm, it's very fun to do. Okay. Yes. So, since I like to do that, guess what I've learned to do? To come on anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if your man got a little pee-pee, and you know he had a little pee-pee, you knew he had a little pee-pee.
Right.
Okay?
You should have anyway.
You're going to accept the fact that he got a little pee-pee or not he got a little pee-pee.
Right.
Once again, you can go to the store. Generation X used to be the store, but now it's Guilty Pleasures. In that kitty place, I'm not, advertising them boys, but I'm just saying. Yeah.
Shout out to y'all.
That you have to step in there somewhere if your man pee-pee smoke.
And if it's okay to supplement.
Yeah. What if it's too big?
Girl, if it's too big, guess what?
Yeah.
Rain, go away. Come again another day. We could be in the house all
What's
day.
Too big? What's too
ain't
big?
Ain't no such thing as too big, girl. We birth babies. We
Well,
birth babies.
I don't know, man.
I'm trying to tell you. Let me tell you something.
I don't know.
It's breathing techniques. There's all kind of ways that you can learn how to take big penises, and if you are part of a big penis crowd, because there are people that are size queens that love big penises, okay? And because they love big penises, they know their tricks and tips in order to take them. And I'm telling you that you could take them because we have the ability to birth babies. Our body adjusts and
we can
adapt.
handle it. Yeah.
So if you have a man that got a big pee-pee and y'all together forever, if y'all together forever, your body will adjust to him. So even if you scared of the big pee-pee, well, you the fool in the first place, because guess what? You picked the big pee-pee.
What do you think, Heather? Does it matter?
No.
Big pee-pee.
There was one experience that I was scared, and I couldn't even complete the session. Let's just say, I was like, bye.
Right.
That's what happened once. I gave up. I said, I don't think I can do this. I'm sorry.
Just kidding.
Oh.
Yeah.
What about when the vagina changes? You know, they say wine or diner, eat a vagina. Like, but
Yeah.
what if at some point at our age, it stopped reacting the way it's supposed to react? You get a little Sahara Desert going on.
So that I haven't had. My issue sometimes is my clit doesn't want to work. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, and maybe that's not a 40s thing. Maybe that's just me being a woman and having a clit. You know, like, I can't always orgasm with that stimulation, and it's gotten to the point where I can tell this is going to be a good one.
Yeah. I'm like busted tonight,
right?
Yeah.
Or nothing's happened.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, the dryness hasn't so much been the issue, but I'm sure eventually that's coming. I mean, and everybody's different. So, but you know, I know that there's stuff out there, right?
Yeah, like there is stuff out there. So like I like to talk about vaginal dryness.
Yeah.
Because I'm a breast cancer survivor, and that's part of something that happens to us.
Yeah.
As we get vaginal dryness, and it ain't cute. It hurt.
Yeah.
Okay. So
is that because of the treatments and stuff?
Yeah, the treatment dry, because all the medications kind of dry you out.
Yeah.
and they dry you out so much so that your skin's peeling stuff. You're having all these different issues. And even now, after being out 5 years of cancer free, I still have vaginal dryness or issues. So, but they had gave me this cream.
That's like the estrogen thing.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's a prescription, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. She was asleep.
Nice.
She wake up there, wide open. I said, "Girl, stop!"
Right.
So you put it in overnight.
Yeah.
And
You wake up, you're like, oh.
Would you say as we got older, did your sexual appetite increase?
Increase.
Yeah.
Oh, it got crazy. Like I was like, wait a minute. The fella tell me, say, you ain't trying to kill me.
Yeah. Oh, this poor man.
Poor thing.
Oh, man.
If I die, I die.
It's our peak
That's
time,
what he
ladies.
said.
It's our
Yes,
peak
it is.
time. 40 is the peak.
That is a common
I
misconception.
did not
People think as we
realize
get
that.
older, they think when women get older that for some reason the
we
sex
don't-
drive goes down. No, it goes through the roof.
And
like,
some men it doesn't either, though.
No,
Right.
Yeah.
So some
Yeah.
men can still go 2-3 times a day, which I
Yeah.
did not know existed.
Girl, yeah.
It's
Girl.
out
That's
there.
something. That's
Yeah,
fun,
it
ain't it?
is.
That's fun, ain't it?
Yeah,
Woo-wee.
real. You
so
know?
multiple rounds, y'all, for multiple rounds.
Oh,
or
hell
child.
yeah.
I'm for
done?
multiple rounds, multiple days, multiple months, multiple everything. In
Right.
the car, the back seat, the grocery store. I don't care if it hit us, it hit us.
Right.
Yeah.
Live it. Live your best life. Do what you got to do
That's
because
right.
sex is good.
We call it a streak. We like to. He's a
Yeah.
big sports fan, so we like to keep the
y'all
streak
on the
going.
winning streak. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? All right now, y'all on that winning streak.
That's right.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
You know, it got to be what it got to be. I mean, you have to be able to be happy, and sex makes you happy. You will be
does.
happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah,
If you're on the
absolutely
same
right.
page, you
Hey,
know,
go be happy.
What if you're not? What if your page is on one and
start
we kinda-
flipping. you
Every
know?
sex, new man.
you can throw the old man out like it's
minion.
done. It's done.
Man, I done did it,
Mm.
and I'm not ashamed to say I have.
Yeah.
I probably could have done it another way.
Yeah.
Probably could have been nicer,
Mm.
but I wasn't.
Did you tell them the truth? Did you say like, yeah, this ain't working?
I sat down and crossed my legs and I said I've had enough.
Yeah. There's uncomfortable conversations that you have to have.
You have to.
And if they can't do it,
Mhm.
like if you had a partner during that time when you were experiencing all of that, and you can't say to that guy, I'm having this
Yeah.
issue, you know, or if he can't say, I'm having trouble getting
Right.
it up, or,
We
you
should
know,
be able to talk about if I wipe my ass the wrong way.
you know,
I'm just saying, if I'm missing, wipe my ass wrong with my fingernails long. Ooh, I cut my booty, boy.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you supposed to be
Yeah.
able to say them things.
right.
Exactly.
Like I can,
To the
I
partner.
know. Yeah, I have a UTI right now. I don't feel
Yeah,
like,
if you
Right.
like that, boy, you know I'm not better than me.
yeah. You know, I'm taking an antibiotic,
Come
so
on, boy,
I need
you know
to,
everybody
you know,
give you a yeast
whatever.
infection, complain.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously, like, you know, like, you have to be able to do that.
Every
Right.
time.
And if he's having trouble, he's got to be able to do it too.
Every
you know?
time.
And if you can't, then again, that leads to what? Cheating?
right.
Cheating.
That's what I was
stepping
about to say, yeah,
outside,
the-
doing all kind of craziness. You know, it's funny how men, and I'll say and women because some women think they got that masculine energy so much that they man do,
Right.
but they have just as much as hormones unless they change in their hormones. I'm just saying what I'm saying.
true.
Emotions are emotions,
Yeah.
irregardless of how it is.
Mm-hmm.
LGBTQ, the cisgen, all that stuff. Let me tell you something. It's all about emotions.
Yeah.
So you have to learn either to control them or let them go.
Yeah. And be able to talk about them.
Mm-hmm.
The
You
easiest
know,
thing to do.
Like, because even it's gotten to a point where I know that I can say if something bothers me, even though I know, because sometimes I'll catch that some kind of way feeling. You know, so, an interaction happens, whatever, something gets said, and you just kind of, something just doesn't rub you right, you know? And you have to be able to go, you know, this kind of like, this bothered me a little bit. And maybe I'm not, maybe it's not okay that I feel that way. Maybe I shouldn't react that way, but let's talk about it, you know? And so that you're learning each other. You know, you're learning about what does rub him the wrong way or rub her the wrong way or,
Yeah.
it's just important, uncomfortable or not.
Yeah.
Talk about sex too, but talk about
You
the
have to
stuff
do-
that
yeah.
you don't really want to talk about, you know?
Do you think it's fair though, like, or do you think that women, our sex drive has a lot to do with the way a man treats us? Like if we're pissed at them about something, you know, 9 times out of 10, the body won't respond. We're done. You're not getting it,
Yeah.
you know. But Do you think that's fair to men? Or
For us, sex isn't just physical, though.
It's not.
right?
And honestly, sex after a fight
It
is
is. I mean, makeup
Amazing.
it
sex.
is
Makeup sex and roll around
or
in the
mad
sheets.
sex even. You know, because the thing is unless it's a deal breaker, unless it's a fight or a situation that you know you're done and you don't want to. Being mad and having sex is fun, or it can be.
Right,
You know?
right.
So, I don't know. I don't know if it's fair or not. I think it's emotional, and if you just want to be done with the fight and get off, then you're not going to cut him off. And if you want to cut him off, that's fine too.
Yeah, my vagina is
just
mad at
don't.
him. It,
Well,
yeah, like
ain't gonna react
mine,
right.
but no, mine will still react.
Your
Like
mind- your
yeah,
mind.
yeah, it doesn't matter. It's two totally separate entities to me. Like
yeah.
I'm not gonna deprive myself of feeling.
Happy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
I
Just because
know.
we had an argument, I
Right.
think not. We
Boy,
can talk
come
about
get in
that
this
later.
bed. Quit
Exactly.
playing.
Like
Quit
come
playing.
on,
Yeah.
let's hash it out. This is the
Come
best
get
way
in
to
this
do
bed.
it.
Quit playing. We play too much.
Yeah.
I can go
So
back to
what
not
is
talking to
over?
you afterwards
That's
on the
right.
bed, but
Yeah.
yeah,
I
but
said
I'm
what I
not going
said.
to. I don't
No.
deprive myself.
You
It's
said
not
I
fair.
said what I said. I done did what I did. It's over. Come on in the bed.
Yeah.
Do I need to drag you in the bed?
Yeah.
What is that?
Right.
Oh, you want to lay on the couch? I laying on the couch too.
Yeah. We're gonna have
Because
it
we
right
should
here.
be able to have these conversations
Yeah.
without you getting in your feelings or she getting in her feelings.
Yeah.
Because I get in my feelings, and when I get my feelings, I say what I got to say, and I walk off.
That's it.
That's it.
And either you gonna say what you got to say right then and there, or I ain't gonna hear it no way. Because guess what? 5-10 minutes later, I probably done forgot.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm still gonna want to have sex.
Exactly.
know.
You
A
know.
lot of it. Yeah.
You can walk out the
Yeah.
door, but make sure you come back.
You know. Yeah. We might.
That's right.
Come
Circle the
back.
block. Circle the block. Yeah. Just.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know about the whole cutting them off. I know there are women that do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's stupid.
Yeah. I don't
Because
get
you
it.
setting your own self up for favor. There's men that do that too. That think, oh, I ain't giving her none of this till next week because she need to feel me, missing me. I got to miss you, bruh. Mr. Man, stay 2 doors down from me. He been looking at the grass. He might need to come cut the grass.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Might be some plumbing need
You know
work
what
on.
I'm saying?
You know.
Hey,
You're right.
deprive me if you want to.
Yeah.
The same thing that you do, I can do too, and
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I could do it better.
Do you remember that movie Two Can Play That Game with
Yep.
Vivica?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
I love that
you agree
movie.
with that? Yeah.
Well, because at the end of the day, she learned that she wasn't teaching him a damn
Did
Right.
nothing.
just she was the one learning, you know. And I think that's the thing. You're not going to sit there and teach a man. He's not going to teach you. You're going
Right.
to learn each other through communication, not through all that shady shit. you know?
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, ladies, I thank you for joining us today. This has been a lot of fun, of course.
Can't wait to do it again.
Fellas, we're going to actually do another show, fellas. It's coming up. It's just going to be the male version of what we've done today. So we're going to have an ongoing conversation about this. We really appreciate you guys coming and talking to us. We ask you guys to like, share, and join us on our YouTube page. It's all coming back. And of course, everything in this particular podcast is just my opinion. We appreciate y'all. We'll see you soon.
I am down for taking the journey somewhere far away from all the struggle in this poverty war, to a land of the innocent, money making and militant, down for what the cause is. Watch how these bars fierce. My whole life I dreamed of success. I want the best. God show me how the system work. I put in the rest. I'll never fail you again on this odyssey. My apology stands until the day I'm insane. I got a plan and you a part of me. Can I be righteous in my resume? Hustles, what's been ailing me? Society's killing me. My partners ain't no help, they shoot me. In this world full of thugs, when we get shot over drugs, but no excuses. I want peace in my hood somehow. There's still G's in the hood who wild, like hyenas with Ninas. Why we letting petty shit come between us? Out here the cleanest, the meanest. They got their nose up, riding in Beamers. I am